Real estate investing in 7 easy steps. Let's get right into it. Step number 0, hit the subscribe button right down below the video. All right, thank you. That's a bonus. Let's get into step number 1. Procure the financing for the method in which you intend to take possession of that property. Now remember, there are a variety of different ways that you can actually take possession of a property. You could get traditional financing from a bank or a credit union in the form of a mortgage. You could get hard money from an investor. You could get cash from your own bank account. You could do a contract for deed or owner financing or a variety of other methods. And you may just choose to get a few of those lined up. In the event you come across various different properties, you can pull out any of which tricks out of your hat to actually take possession of that property. Now, step number 2. Start shopping. And no, this does not mean only looking on the MLS. There are a variety of different ways that you can look for properties, including the MLS. I would always look on the MLS because sometimes you come across some pretty good options right there. However, I would also be looking on other websites like Zillow, Craigslist, for sale by owner, and maybe even calling some of your local real estate offices and asking the agents if they have any pocket listings or off-market listings that maybe for some reason their office has not listed quite yet. They actually do have some of these. In fact, sometimes these agents come across properties and they're like, hey, this one doesn't really fit in the parameters of what we're interested in listing at our agency. So they may have some of those laying around. Ask. You never know what they have. And worst case scenario, they just say, hey, sorry, we don't have anything right now. But after you start shopping, start walking properties. That is also hand in hand with shopping online. Start walking properties. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of things in pictures that you're going to miss in pictures, but yet when you go there and see the property in real life, it's like, oh, whoa, this is what I'm dealing with? Yeah, so the point is you've got to walk the property as well. Again, it's going to vary based on your investment strategy and things like that, but for the most of the time, you're probably going to want to go and actually walk that property, right? All right. Number 3, run the numbers. When you find a property that you're interested in actually buying and or making an offer on, run the numbers. You've got to see if the numbers make sense. Now, that is the whole idea behind everything. So based on the property you're looking at, take the purchase price in which you are willing to pay, and again, run all the numbers. What are the property taxes? How much is the interest going to be and the mortgage payment? How much is the insurance going to be? How much do you intend to get as a rent on that property? What is the cash flow? Is this property actually going to cash flow? I can't believe how many people look at properties, they buy it, and then they say, what did I just do? This property cost me $1,200 a month, and I can only rent it for $900. I'm losing $300 a month. It's unbelievable. There's a lot of people out there that do that. You've got to run the numbers. If the numbers don't make sense, you have to walk away. Yeah, even if you love the property so much, unless you plan on living there, and that's okay too, I guess. But even if you love the property and the numbers don't come together and the numbers don't make sense, you've got to walk away. And you're going to find that with a lot of properties. The vast majority of properties, you're just going to walk away because either the numbers don't make sense or something about it, even if you love it, you think, it looks nice, I'd love to have it, but it just doesn't make sense for my investing strategy, right? So, number 4, once the numbers make sense, make an offer. So that's number 4, making an offer. Number 5, close on the property and take possession. Nice. Congratulations, you've closed on the property. Now, and number 6, once you have taken possession of that property, figure out what you need to do to get that property ready for your tenant. Whether it's throwing some paint on the walls, maybe it's replacing carpeting, maybe it's putting in some new appliances, maybe new countertops, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just mowing the lawn or literally absolutely nothing other than a good old-fashioned cleaning. Now remember, you got to make it appealing, right? If you're going to start marketing to your tenants and figuring out like, hey, you got to make it appealing. When somebody goes into the place, they got to feel like, hey, I want to make this place my home. So number 6, do whatever you have to do to make that property appealing to your prospective tenants. And number 7, either start advertising and or find somebody to do the advertising for you to find that prospective tenant. So once you get that done, you can start shopping, or you can start advertising, getting this home listed out there, and start finding prospective tenants who will start sending you those monthly rent checks. Yeah, pretty cool stuff right there, right? And I suppose I have a bonus for you. Number 8 is place that tenant, sign up the lease with them, get them moved in, and start collecting your monthly rent checks. So that is basically what real estate investing comes down to. It's not that intense. As you can tell, there's a lot of people that make it feel like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. I don't even know what to do. There's so much that goes into this. It's really not that hard. It's pretty basic. You've just got to look at the numbers. If I had to pull out any one of these numbers and say this is the most important, I would say it is the one, I think I named it number 3, which was run the numbers. This is so incredibly important. If the numbers do not make sense, you gotta walk away. Remember, investing in real estate and buying properties is a business. Investing in real estate is a business. If you have a rental property, you are a business owner. You have to run the numbers. If your business does not make money, you can't have a losing business, right? It doesn't make any sense to go out there and sell a product that loses money. If you pay $10 and you sell it for $7, you're going to lose money every single day, right? So you can't do that. You got to keep your head above water. You have to make money as you have a business. So that's basically all it takes with real estate investing. Now, again, I understand there are so many different parameters. Of course, everybody's investing strategy is different. This is going to apply to everybody, but a little bit differently. But from a very general standpoint, this is real estate investing 101 right here in basically 8 easy steps, right? So again, I can always come back in future videos and lay it out a little bit more in-depth detail, things like that. But for the most part, this is it. Steps, well, 0, I guess, which was subscribing to the channel, right? But steps 1 through 8, super easy. So get out there, start doing it. But of course, this is not investing advice in any way, shape, or form. You've got to figure out what is best for you. And just remember, real estate may not be for you, but it is something that you could probably explore, and I don't know, it may just be for you once you start looking into it. So hope this helps you out. Thanks again for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below, and I'll continue to do what I can to help some of you out with anything that I know with all this stuff. So thanks again. I appreciate it.